MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cubbies attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Bruce Root will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Into the box now, J.C. Embry, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
First pitch, 110.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Batting second, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Coming to the plate now, Pete Armstrong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch.
Nope, ball.
Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a chopper to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
So striding in, Ryan Buckner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here it comes. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Alfonso will put this one away, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Trevor Bauer is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Standing in, Damon Richard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Richard.
Now here it comes. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball.
Shortstop, Thomas Bowden.
Up next for Arizona, Thomas Bowden comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's it.
Bases are empty, one man out. And that misses. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Here it comes. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, the second baseman, Gabe Smith.
Now to the plate, Gabe Smith. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. A bouncer to the left side. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
So now to the plate, Carmen Alfonso, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Bauer pauses. Here's the 2-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Now a throw over. Just keeping him close. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Smith leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Digging in, Sammy Sosa batting .300 for the series, 3 for 10.
Sammy Sosa.
First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
On a line, that's a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. Throw won't get him. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Stepping in now, Jesse Padilla, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Fouled off. The 0-2 home. Tries to dump this one out to left. That's in there. Base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Striding in, Freddie Santiago. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's the ball low.
The 1-0 home. First and second here with nobody out. And oh, that gets him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. So digging in now, Sito Suzuki. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Suzuki brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out.
Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Nicholas Horner comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
No, that's inside.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The 1-2. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 1 and the Diamondbacks 0. Now in the box, Edgar Portillo. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. The 1-1.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting 6. No left fielder. Jackie Bradley Jr.
So striding forward now, Jackie Bradley Jr. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First pitch on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Batting 7. The catcher, Davis Bauer.
Set to get his day started, Davis Bauer. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's set and the pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Runners on first with 1 down. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. Fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box, Travis James. 0-1 the count. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So here now's the pitcher, Trevor Bauer. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 delivery. This is line to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Lifted in the air out to left. Bradley on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Striding into the box, Pete Armstrong. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Now at the plate, Ryan Buckner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
1-0 the count. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball just inside.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got it.
And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. One left for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0.
Welcome back. The Diamondbacks are set to hit here in the third inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The pitcher, Root.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bruce Root is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Strikeout number 3 for him here this afternoon as he begins his third inning of work with a punch out. And if we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Into the box, Damon Richard. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Now at the plate, Thomas Bowden 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left. Foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Sammy Sosa. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And the pitch.
That's down. That's the ball.
Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Now at the plate, Jesse Padilla. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Taken but called a strike. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So coming to the plate, Freddie Santiago. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers. Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Down the first base line. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Gabe Smith.
The second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. High in the air out to center field. Armstrong is underneath this one. One gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, Carmen Alfonso.
So here's the cleanup hitter. Carmen Alfonso comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Edgar Portillo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Ready on 0-2.
No, that's out.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Bauer pauses. Here it comes.
No, that's out.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bradley waits on the 1-1. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
At the plate, Davis Bauer, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Sosa retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. At the plate, Sito Suzuki.
The left fielder, Sito Suzuki.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. James in foul ground. 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
At the plate, Nicholas Horner. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, beautiful dive. He's out.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course, he did that too.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. 2 out, nobody on. In there, 1-1.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the D-backs offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Travis James. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now here it comes.
Ball.
The 1-0 home.
Ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready for another chance? Bruce Root. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Damon Richards.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Damon Richard, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Bauer into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Ready once again, Thomas Bowden, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Comes set, the 0-1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Two out here and a runner at second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, J.C. Embry. First delivery to him on the way. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richard has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Stepping up to the plate, Pete Armstrong. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Two balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 home. Ripped down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And with one swing of the bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed. He's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
In now, Ryan Buckner.
The first baseman.
He grounds it sharply to third. He's right there. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Now batting, Gabe Smith. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be...
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Racing back, the right fielder. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Stepping in now, Carmen Alfonso, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Alfonso carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. A runner in scoring position with none out. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Stepping in, Edgar Portillo, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, ball. Well.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Power's ready. Here it is. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Cubs lead this one 2-1. Fernando Benitez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 3, Fernando Benitez.
Standing in, Jesse Padilla. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. First pitch on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Benitez has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Now at the plate, Freddie Santiago. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score.
Runner.
There he goes. Lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, but this will land untouched. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And another foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
From the stretch, Sito Suzuki is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second. It's now 3-1.
Now batting.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Nicholas Horner is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
The 1-1 home. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Andy Copley is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Into the box, Trevor Bauer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go J.C. Embry, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Men on third with 2 down. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
2-1's the count.
from the stretch. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Cubs 4 and the D-backs 1. Billy Palmer gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Billy Palmer.
Leading off the inning, Davis Bauer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Davis Bauer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Up high, 2-1 now. Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Palmer has over 40 innings on his line so far, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Travis James, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's inside. 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
1 out, nobody on. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Billy Hamilton will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, Billy Hamilton.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. Still without a home run and 6 RBIs. Now the 1-0. Soft liner towards short. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Damon Richard comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Diamondbacks center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-0 on the way. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Drilled to first, right to him. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. One left for Arizona. They trail it 4-1. Doug Trahern has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27, Doug Trahern.
Leading off the inning, Pete Armstrong, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Here's the 1-1.
2-1.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Buckner. From the belt, kicks and deals. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. Now here it comes. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Trahern, a 6'3" left-hander. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2025.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Standing in now, Jesse Padilla. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. He's running. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand one, but they lead it 4-1. Little is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Thomas Bowden will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Thomas Bowden.
And now a pitch on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The Cubs are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. Two cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes, it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all about.
The 2-1 home. Fly ball out toward left center field. Suzuki arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. A look there at the numbers for our two starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Gabe Smith. First pitch on its way.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carmen Alfonso. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runner at first here, one man out. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat, fouled away. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Hey, you know what? You look back to the first guy getting hit by pitch, and then it's single, and now you got a lot of problems. Bases loaded with less than 2 outs.
Junior.
So stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. One and two now. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he will look at a cold third strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are 2 gone now.
34, Davis Bauer.
So now to the plate, Davis Bauer. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Three and 0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
The 3-0 pitch.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
3-1. Here it is. Popped him up. Padilla is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Diamondbacks leave them loaded, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Boyd is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Brian Bowyer will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Freddie Santiago. First delivery to him on the way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases, and this throw gets away from him.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box now, Sito Suzuki, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. A ball and a strike. Boyd, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He was a 5th round pick back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. No one out with a runner at second. Two and two.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Count remains 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
So digging in now, Nicholas Horner, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now, but if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Now the 2-0 home.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there, but he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the stretch. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Grounded to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Jimmy Grimes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Jimmy Grimes.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Swing and a liner. Foul.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
He'll try again, 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. One left for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Thomas Nicholas enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
Striding in to start the 9th, Travis James, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 1-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in, Brian Bowyer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he fouls this one off. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
At the plate now, Damon Richard, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Cubbies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Trevor Bauer wins a league-high 16th decision. Bruce Root pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Thomas Nicholas closes the door for the save, his league-leading 35th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 1 run on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 48,686. The Diamondbacks thank you for joining us here at Chase Field. And remind you to please drive home safely.